Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh dear, things are falling over across the other side of the room. Yeah, I've just moved some bags across the other side of the room that I store Etsy things in. I've been putting some stuff in the Etsy shop, so yeah, that's what's fallen. Nothing too dangerous. Okay, so I'm on today to do the third Flower Fairy journal, which I think the last one I said was the practice one, but actually I think this was the very first cover that we did. Excuse me just cutting while I talk to you. I just found some tickets, and you know how I love a ticket, so I just thought I'd cut them out. Yeah, so I've been playing with it a little bit because I don't want it to take up a week's worth of videos like, you know, the last two have. I just want to get it together and move it on now. Obviously we've got Alice coming up, Alice in Wonderland, with the new kit from Tania at Tattytreasure and Nanine at Collage Type. So yeah, I want to get this one done, not rush it, but not spend hours on it. Yeah, and then move on to play with some more pretties. So just like the others, I shall be cutting little bits off it until the fraying goes back as far as the stitching. Yeah, excuse my pink fingers. I've been playing with some cheap ink actually, some not Tim Holtz ink. Yeah, and trust me, Tim Holtz is worth its money. Right, let's have a look. So yeah, I've been playing with the pages. I didn't like the pages that were in it at all. I've kept a few, but not many. So I thought, you know, if I'm going to the trouble of making a journal and putting all the pretty things in it, I've got to like the pages, haven't I? So I printed a few off from, I've got some mystery bundles from Janie B that were really cheap, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of just odd pieces of digital. So I've got a couple of those in there, and some of my other book pages, because I said I was going to start and take books apart, and I am. Okay, so this was one of the original grungy ones. That's a Janie B that I've printed off. That is a digital on the back of it. It looks like a tea stain, but it's digital. That's just on champagne coloured paper. I think that's a piece of graphic 45 that I had spare, you know, in the scraps. That one was in originally, so that's just math book, I think, or it's grid paper anyway. This is a new one that I've put in from, I can't remember what the book's called now, something about the British countryside. Anyway, that's a Janie B one. That pink gingham is a Janie B one. Yeah, I didn't realise that was quite so bright when I printed it out, but yeah, I've toned it up with a black and white page, so I think that's, or toned it down I should say, I think that's working well. This is a page from a book about English antiques, no, Victorian. Yeah, they might not be English actually, sorry, I don't know why I said English. Victorian, or Victoriana, all the things that they had in the house in the Victorian era, because they really did clutter them, didn't they? So it's a lovely book. So I put a page of that in. The music paper was already in. I put a page in from another gardening book, gosh, that was already in. This one you've seen. That was the lovely sweet peas. Oh, I lost a page somewhere. Yeah, that isn't from a gardening book, I lied. That is from a Laura Ashley book, not a gardening book. Okay, so it's about interior design. So I've got, I don't know how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I normally say 13, don't I, for a single signature. Well, I've also brought along an envelope, just a plain envelope. I think that's Janie B one as well, you know, digital envelope. I wasn't sure whether to just leave that page in the middle, you know, as the beautiful picture, but I do like an envelope in the middle with the strings in it. So I've done it on the other two, I'm going to do it on this one. So I think I'm going to use this envelope, and this is a piece of backing paper. It's a freebie. Yeah, I can't think who it's by. I can think of a couple of names, so I don't want to say them in case I'm wrong, so you'll probably know. And when I saw those lovely envelopes with the butterflies on by I was going to say bye Violet, that Violet sent me. I wondered if I could use this just to line an envelope. It's just the right size, isn't it? So let's cut this down so I don't get any white on it. So I thought that might be a good use for it. It's quite a full-on page. Yeah. So let's stick that on there and get it sticking, and then I'll show you what I've got for the inside front and back cover. So oh, did I bring? I did. It's my intention today to sew the signature in with you and to put something on the inside of the front and back cover, hopefully. But what I want to do before I sew that signature in is go sew some lace and fabric and things on the edges of some of the pages. So we'll do this. I'll show you my idea for the inside covers, and then I'll just stop and stitch some bits on, and then I'll come back and we will sew the signature in. And then yeah, there'll be one more video, just one, filling it and embellishing it. So I'll get a lot of the things ready to do that. Yeah, so it does all happen in one. And if it doesn't, I know you're all laughing, if it doesn't happen in that one video, I will finish it off camera and just give you a flip through, because I definitely have things to be doing. It's we're heading to the weekend now. Oops. And I want to get a few things done in advance, because the weather's getting nice and Neil will be off for a couple of days again soon. I've not got a cloth. Use yesterday's then. I'll get some of those out. Oops. Yeah, it only just fits, Denise, remember that. So yeah, I could do with being a couple in front really, and I'm not at the moment, so that's my aim. I think what's taken up my time today, this morning and last night, was putting things in the Etsy. And unless you've got an Etsy shop, you can't imagine just how long it takes for the simplest, just to add the simplest of things. It's not hard, it's just really time consuming. You know, it's a really slow process, unless it's just me, but I have heard other people say it's quite time consuming. Yeah, and for me, I don't know if others find it, it's a bit of a thankless task, as in there's no fun, there's no joy to be had in it anywhere. Not that I can find anyway. Right, I'll cut these off before it starts curling, and then it's a bit less wet on it as well, so it might dry to enable me to sew it in pretty soon, because I won't be too long stitching those pages. So have I got any news for you while I'm cutting? I don't think that I have. Not that I can think of off the top of my head. Everybody's well, or as well as can be. I'm back having my physio again. I think I told you that a few days ago. I saw a new lady. She was very young actually, but very, very nice, lovely. And my normal one is off gone to Egypt. She has, lucky girl, lucky lady, on holiday for 2 weeks. So I'm seeing this other young lady again next week. And she says the one I see normally is she is the knee replacement extraordinaire physio. So I guess she's the person in the know with all the knowledge. Yeah, I think that'll be nice in there. I mean, you don't see a lot of it in an envelope anyway, but yeah, nice. Yeah, and she's got a bit competitive on me. She wants to get me moving in a certain direction before the new lady comes back to impress her. Before my lady comes back to impress her. In the nicest possible way. She's not pushing me or injuring me or whatever, but yeah, she made me laugh. Right, these, well, I just put them in front of you and didn't show you. So I've used to do these a lot in the front and back of my journal. So if you've been with me a long time, you'll know. Often do two. So one of those at the bottom, one of those at the top, and then round all the corners and then put them in. But I'm going to leave these. What's that? Square? Yeah, square. Isn't that lovely paper? I just opened a new pad. It was only a cheap one. So that's the one side and that's the other, so it goes with, yeah, it's just one from the range. It probably cost me £4, I think, £5 maybe. Love it. Didn't really want to cut it up. It's terrible, isn't it? Really, it's a pad full of, you know, for £4, and it's got loads of pages in it, and I just found the one page that makes my heart sing. So yeah, I think they're nice on there with that. Yeah, it covers all that plain cotton. It covers most of this that you can see through the plain cotton, and it lifts it, doesn't it? I like that. So I've just stitched it round. It is basically a piece of card. Yeah, I did mine in centimetres. Let me try and tell you in inches. So I did 20 centimetres. It's 7 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches, and I did it 20 by 12. And then this one is just half a centimetre less across, so that's 11.5. And then I did that by, oh, I thought I did it by 9, but it's only 8.5. Must have cut it down a bit. Yeah, took a divot out and then stuck one on top of the other. You know, simple as that. Stuck it all the way around with glue, so it is stuck down. And what I'm going to do is stitch around it. But obviously, if you don't have a sewing machine, they're beautiful. They're beautiful just like that. Like I say, you can put another one on the top. Have I got any more? But I liked this showing. You know, so you can have like 2 and this showing behind, which would also be nice. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that daisy. Beautiful. At least I've got some pieces of it. Look at that one. Yeah, so I'll stitch those round. I will stitch some bits of lace and what have you on the ends of these papers, and then hopefully this will be dry enough for me to fold up and put in when I've stitched the signature in. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I've done it. I'm back. So I just had a lot of these ruffles ready made up, so I just grabbed a few and stitched them on. It just made life easy. So I haven't got anything on the front one. That's that graphic 45 paper. Nothing on that one. Book page, nice and strong, so that could take it no problem. Put it on the other side of that one, some glue, which I think just tones it down a little bit more, hopefully. Get some like vintagey pink, black and cream on the, I think that went really well with the music paper. And then obviously some of these will have page edge decorations on them, glued on or other things. So I put a little tab in the middle, and I folded up the envelope ready and inked it. I'm just I tried it in there and realised I only just left enough room to put it in under the tab. It will go in, but I don't know. I might just squash the tab, to be honest. Yeah, I think I will, because I want it in the middle for the strings. Yep, so that will go in there. Obviously on the backs we've just got the lovely zigzagging cotton as well. This lovely dark frothy one. I'm not going to pull that off, I like it. On the lovely dark Laura Ashley page. Again, like I say, these will have you know, paper things stuck on them if nothing else. Got some more, yeah, got some lace and rick-rack on that one. Yeah, this was the back of the graphic 45. I don't think I showed you it, but I had the page turned over because it was a long piece. So rather than cut it off, I had this bit turned back. If you see what I mean, just turned over. So just, instead of sticking it as a side tuck, I've just zigzagged it. So it's pink on there and green on the back, which gives it a bit of something. I think that's it, yeah. So that's that. All ready to go in. That green one might stick out a little bit, but I can trim it if I have to, but I quite like it. And then I did stitch around the front and back inner pockets, and I stuck them down because I knew they weren't going to be stitched, so I needed them to dry for me to be able to sew in the signature. So yeah, all dry enough, you know, that I'm not wiggling them about. I'm loving the green stitching round with the pink on the outside, like that a lot. Yeah, so they're not going to take really big tags. Now these pages are from the same. This is a couple of tags I've cut from the same book. It's from the Works, and it's called Summer Garden, I think. So I just grabbed 2 of those and 2 of these out of my stash tags, because I think, you know, it's a very thin pocket and it's stitched down, so, you know, it's only going to take a couple of tags. So we'll decorate those with some flower fairies and pop them in maybe next time, because we've got to stitch this in yet. I brought a couple of stickers. Labels even, which I thought we might have on here somewhere, and I brought a couple of bird washi stickers. which I think ties in with the fairies and the flowers. Who do I like where? Yeah, that one there and that one there, I think. So let's stick those. Should we stick them in? Yeah, while the book's still open and I can get to everything. So whereabouts? Do I want them in the middle? I think I might actually quite like that one in the middle. That's my glue page. Let's have a fresh one. I can see it's on the floor, but I'm not bending down to get it. So it's another lovely quiet day here, Lincolnshire in the UK. Sun is shining. Be a nice day to be out in the garden actually, but way too much to do inside at the moment for that. Just stick this on at the same time. Am I going to get it off? Right, I saw somebody the other day flicking them. Who was that? Yeah, don't seem. Does it? Just flicking the edges over and over and over until they separated. Yeah, excuse my pink nails. The ink stayed on me, but it didn't stay on what I wanted it on, which was paper. So I think my nails are probably quite porous at the minute. They are. They've never been right since I was in hospital. I'm trying to look after them, but I'm not doing a very good job. I think it takes time, doesn't it? Well, I don't know if that worked or not, but I'm in. Oops. Yeah, I just kind of want him. So I want you to be able to write on that. Otherwise, there's no point in having a blank label there. Whoops. And obviously, it's a washi sticker, so in theory, it may come off, but I don't know, because this is very papery paper, if you know what I mean. It's not got a shiny. It's very matte paper, so it could take some of it off if it's well stuck. So I'm not guaranteeing you can remove it. No guarantees. Well, remove it without making a mess of your paper. Although we do like to distress it. Yeah, I think we'll have that one in the middle as well. Yeah, so the easiest of easy things to make this, and I think it's quite effective if you just get some lovely papers. And the nice thing about these cheap scrapbooking books from the works is they're very thick. The paper is very thick. It's more like, or very nearly thin card. Let's try again with that. See if it was a fluke or if it really does work. I think it does, you know. Just gives you a little tiny curly up piece. Oh, I didn't know where I was going to put it, but I was thinking just his head on there. Oops. We don't want wrinkles. Yeah, sorry, I realised that's all my hand and nothing for you to see there, but yeah, I don't know what tags are going in there, but they're going to be nice. I just see these little things here as well. While I'm jumping around from one thing to another, I was thinking about, because it's not very pretty there, just putting a one of these little clusters on it. I quite like that one. That one's a very big statement because it's got the big button. And this has got the orange from her wings. I thought I quite like that one, I think. Yeah, so I'll probably, when we're done, fabric tack that on there. There's a little bit of fabric tack on that ribbon there as well, which obviously when it's tied up you won't see, but it'll shield it from the front as well. Right, let's see, get this sewn in rather. Only trouble is I've got fabric tack all over me. Right, what colour are we going with? I think we'll go with white because it's going to have some lace over it, isn't it? I keep using my really big bulldog clips for other things and then I don't have them for my... When I say other things, I'm clipping papers together with them, I'll be honest with you. Pages and pages of pages while I'm trying to organise. I mean, I had loads at one point, so it's either all or nothing, isn't it? It's always the way. Right, let's make sure that we actually stitch it into the book. I don't know, but we look pretty well lined up. Let's have a look. I want you in the middle, up a bit, that's it. Now obviously they're all different shapes and sizes, these pages, which, yeah, can make life easy. Sometimes it can be a pain, to be honest, but yeah, we are going with you in the middle, so yeah, I think we're okay. Straighten you up. Let's just clip it while I look at the other side. Whoops, it's a new clip, this one. I haven't had it open yet. Oh, it's a strong one. Gosh. Right, see if you're all level, even. It's got a big white piece at the top of that, hasn't it? Needs something on it when you're in the middle. Make sure everything's in the middle. Turn. Yeah, I think we're square. What are you doing? Let's have a better look at you. Oh, I think you're as square as you can be. That one moved again because it's not clipped. Have a look at that one again. Right, just a little bit lower than I'd like it. And that is the graphic 45 paper. Where are you? There. Yeah, you've moved down again because you weren't in the clip. Up you go. Right. Make sure the front's on the front. I mean, the thing about this journal is we made it quite long. Well, yeah, whenever I do anything wrong I say we. Made it a little bit too long. I got carried away making it and I didn't check the height of it. So it's plenty long enough for the pages. Right, where shall I go? I just want to try and grab that. Did it? I wonder if a paper clip will help keep it in place if I... Oh, you're not very big. Bigger one. Not much. Try and clip it to that page next to it. That should hold that in as well, hopefully. Push that down. Are you going to hold anything? Yes, you are. Okay, I need to try and keep it straight. Right, need a book to... Excuse me a minute. Oh. And some thread on the needle. I normally have all this ready, don't I? 1, 2, 3. I'm just looking at that fairing thing. You might want a bit of Mod Podge on there just to protect her a little bit, or whatever finishing medium I might find. What to do with that needle. There we go. Can't believe we're sewing number 3 together. And I only intended making one, although I wasn't even going to make this one into a journal, so this one is definitely a bonus. Don't do it through those. Okay, and I'm just doing it middle-ish, about there. Through the, yeah, we're through the middle. Oh, some tight papers in there. Crikey. Oh, I didn't put any tape on there, shall I? I just like, it's something I've started doing. Don't know if I can now. Let's take it out and try. Yeah, just across that envelope, and it really does save it splitting. Like that. Don't need a lot of anything. Another one that I need to get the back off though. Don't tell me I'm going to have to stop. Do you know, I had an awful feeling then I hadn't started the film. But I have. Come on. Play. That's not sharp enough. You'd think that would be sharp, wouldn't you? It isn't. That is though. I love these washes with the back on. Mine are from BB Craft. So I don't want to move everything out of kilter, so I'm doing it strangely. I might have to just, yeah, I can peel that back and fix it, can't I, when where was the hole? Living dangerously here, Denise. Can't see where my hole was now. No, I'm pretty sure it is. There it is, got it. Yeah, straight through. Lucky me. Lucky me. Yep, so it's a bit sideways on that tape. You know, more of it on one side of the flap than the other, but oops. Yeah. I think it was a good fix, and obviously I need to fix it better than that, but it's on for now. Right, let's go right up here, make sure we're in the middle and not through that ribbon again, which is liking to be in the way at the minute. Okay, and this one's going back through this way. Are we through? Yeah. Keep them closed. Oops. Can't even see. I'm in my own shadows. Well, I don't know how, because the window is in front of me and to the right. Come on. Got too many things in my hands. I think I'm through. I am. I'm sure this must look awful on camera because I'm so close to you. What have you pulled? Oh, a bit of those frilly bits there. Wondered what I'd ripped then. Something that's meant to be, don't worry. Yeah, okay. And through again, no ribbon under it, no. Where's my needle gone? Not sure how straight they are, but they're through. Hold that middle one so don't pull it through. That's it. And back through there. For a fourth time, if it will. Get everything open too much, Denise. Gosh, that ribbon's a pain. I don't know what's up with me. I'm all fingers and thumbs. I can't get a good. No, I think we've migrated out of place. Because I'm going through, but I'm not coming out where I should. So something's not right. Yeah, something's moved. Okay, get those ribbons out of the way. I'm gonna have to undo this and have a look. Oh. I know this is probably very boring for you, but this is the bit where you just have to, when it goes out of place, you just have to take your time getting it through. And there's nothing very exciting I can say to you about it. Right, let's go through here first. See where the problem is. Yeah, it's going through there, no problem. We're going through all those. No, we're not. Have you all moved out? Okay, we're through there. No, just lost it. I'm going to have to turn it off. Sorry, I'll be back in a moment. Well, let me tell you, I had quite a fight with that. I'm so pleased I stopped the camera. I have had it stitched up 3 times. I think it was the graphic 45 paper that it didn't want to go through, but kept sending it in a different direction. But yes, we're in. We're nice and tight and we're in. So, yeah, I've got a bigger gap at the top than I have there, and I've been through the signature and had a look, and it's perfect at the back, and all the pages are aligned, and I think it's this that I haven't got in straight. If you look, oh, maybe the book isn't straight, because there's a smaller gap at the top and a big one at the bottom there as well. Yeah, maybe we go out a bit at the bottom of the front of that book there. Maybe. Anyway, it's a junk journal, it is what it is. The signature's in straight and everything else is in straight, so yeah, who knows. Could always put some lace or something on it and disguise it. So yeah, I think we'll just have a quick look at the pages, all stitched in, all laying flat, and then we'll put that piece of cluster on the front. And then I've no clue how long I've been filming, because like I say, I stopped it, yeah, I glued that together while we was waiting. I stopped it and redid it twice. So I put the film on again to show you, because yeah, I don't like to do and here it is all done. I like to show you what I'm doing, but because I had to do it so many times, it wouldn't make good viewing, trust me. You just need to know it didn't happen straight away. I had to mess with it, as people do. So yeah, don't think that we that are showing you on film know what we're doing and are perfect all the time. We certainly, well, not all of us are not. Is that the one that I went with? I think it is, isn't it? And I'm thinking just more fabric tack on there, and obviously once I've stuck that on, I don't want to do anything else on it. So that will be a video for today, and then tomorrow I'll come on with all the ephemera laid out and embellishments, ephemera on one pile, embellishments on another, and we will just fill it and go. And that will be the end of that. The other two are still on Etsy, if anybody's interested in them. Yeah, I don't think that will hinder it being tied. Yeah, the bow underneath it will add to it, I think. And yeah, I might just glue some lace down the side of it before I come back, because you know, it's not that exciting to see, and it really needs to be dry. Okay, thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed spending some time with me. Pop back and see me tomorrow. Apart from that, have a lovely day. Bye bye.